Punter Mitch Wishnowski ready to do the honors. And off we go in Santa Clara. Short kick just reaching the landing zone. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. He was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. And now they face 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. Into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Return starts at the 9. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. Caught by Deebo Samuel. Down the left sideline he goes. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He beams one deep right side. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the 49ers take possession of the football. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning trap. 300 feet in the air, he hummed that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. Into a crowd, and intercepted! Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Bernardo Green with that tackle. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To the air, Mahomes. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down throw, Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The 2nd down throw for Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers, they're stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd, Purdy. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
On 3rd down, Purdy completed here to McCaffrey. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped. Working quickly here. To throw again, it's Purdy. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked up by Jalen Watson. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book. Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Throwing is Mahomes. Dump off caught by his back. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Kansas City. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Reed now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Forced out to his right. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Almost got back to the line of scrimmage. Yes, and on paper, only a 1-yard loss. But I'll tell you who hates that. The O-line coach and the O-line. Because at the end of the game, that will show up as a sack. And the QB, well, he could have easily just flipped it away, thrown it away for no sack.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Giving him even 10 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
First down 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. On the move, headed right. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket. The others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Chased out to his right. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers in need of some points before the break. 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
2nd and 1. Stays upright. This one intended for the running back. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll motion a tight end left. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. That throw finds Kittle. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers earn the chance to tie before halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. He's on the move. Launching deep down the right sideline. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Purdy on first down. Lays out left side and gets it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Purdy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers tie this game at 21. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They're out and set, first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the 49ers get the football back at the 30 after that interception. Well, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
Purdy throwing here on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So it's second down coming up. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Isaac Correndo with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Back to throw it. He stays up, and they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on down to the defense. Plus territory.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
They send a man in motion. Ayuk put in motion left. On the give, it's Correndo. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First down throw by Purdy. Catch is made in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. throwing deep down the side. Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Mahomes now. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the 49...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing right away on the game's first play. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's locked. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
For an opener, Purdy to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good for A. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We can do this, baby! Run it up the gut!
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? They'll come up here, first and 10. Here's a run with their tight end. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to be third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Purdy to throw for it on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Lots of space, past the 45. 20, 15, and he's going to take this all the way home. Tyrone Tracy, touchdown Giants.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Throwing on first down is Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
So after 1, it's the Giants leading this one early. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
So Kittle comes in motion. To throw on first down is Purdy. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air is Purdy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
They'll motion over Samuel. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now Purdy. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flock.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Tracy. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
On third down, they'll run with Tracy. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Giants. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Slayton is the man in motion. Throwing on second down, Locke. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
A tough spot here. Third and long. Slayton is the man in motion. From the gun, it's Locke. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Walk to throw on 1st and 10. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 39 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Now Locke. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Score these guys, man. Time to put some points on the scoreboard.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Cordell Flock. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Giants are out on top as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone.
Make them jump off sides.
Let's go. Let's show what we are made of, offense.
Purdy on first down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
And the 49er, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Purdy going to give this to Garendo. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 34-yard line.
On second down, Purdy. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Third down, Purdy. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. His second catch of the drive, this one good for 15 and a first down.
That's good for A.
They'll motion over Samuel. On play action, here's Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here comes Garendo. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll put Ayuk in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. Throwing on second down is Purdy. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Isaac Garendo. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
Recovered by the receiving team.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 7. Here's Locke. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Nothing scarier for a quarterback, Mike, than to seeing that ball popped up in the air. It feels like that ball is in the air for an eternity, and all you hope is that it just harmlessly falls to the ground, and fortunately for the offense, that's exactly what it did.
A carry here for Tracy. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll go. It's Locke. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tarvarius Ward.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Complete to his man out of the backfield. He is in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On 1st down is Locke at the 45. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. On 2nd down, Locke. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They'll run with Tracy. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. A second down throw for Locke. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. Third down coming up. Here's Locke. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Throw it. Lock. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. He'll complete that to his fullback. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up the first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 48-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That ball intercepted. Picked on by their rookie corner.
By the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here's 1st down. To throw is Locke. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. Now Locke. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Locke. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Man in motion here is Jennings. On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
With that much time, you just can't ask your secondary to hold up. The defensive front has to do a better job. First, keep the quarterback in the pocket. Don't let him extend the play outside of it. And then secondly, you got to get that ball out of his hand, because when you let him hold it for that long, big plays are going to come.
Purdy on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
On third down, it's Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. They had their chance.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 82 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 more yards there, another first down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Here's Purdy. He'll buy some time right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Again, Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. First carry now for David Montgomery. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shot.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Prescott opening with a pass. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here's 2nd and 7. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings them to 3rd down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Prescott now on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the 49ers take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and... Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Punter Mitch Wishnowski ready to do the honors. And off we go in Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jarvarius Ward brings him down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Finds his fullback. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Back to the well again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Another carry for him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Prescott here from the gun. Ferguson's got it. Complete. And this one does not go far. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He has the 1st over the middle. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get the game's 1st points here in the 2nd. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touch. .25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. First play, he's going to throw. Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 14.
Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers facing a deficit near the break. New set of downs for him from the 46. Purdy on 1st down. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
Complete to Pearsall. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Running back sent in motion. To throw again, it's Purdy. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. First down throw by Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And that's good for a gain of 5. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 37. Flushed down out to his left. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Motioning left is their running back. Purdy trying on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They kick the running back in motion. First down from the red zone. Nams along that sideline. Samuel. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's on the move. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. right down the middle. And the 49ers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a 49er first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. On the move, headed right. On the move, looking deep down. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for 36 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They send a receiver in motion right. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner, stopped for just 1 yard. Purdy setting up that play action. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Working quickly here. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
Did you see the replay?
Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Purdy throwing here. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. Jake Moody out for the 49ers field goal try. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Moody knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. This short, fielded at the 20. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Dak off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. He's back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Watson will make the read and holds on. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. He's going to pick up the Browns' first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Again, it's Watson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Up the middle, here's 4. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed when the ball's thrown so far behind them.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Well, clearly this coach wanted to come out aggressive early. They decide not to settle for the field goal by going for it on 4th and goal, and they are turned away. What a great stop early in this game by this defense.
They'll throw to begin with Purdy. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 97 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Pierre Strong on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Now a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
We are through one. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap to Watson. Going deep downfield for Judy. He's got it! And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. It is a big play for the Browns. 54 yards. So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. They run a toss to Chubb. And he will score. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 96 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, this is strong. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He runs with it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Watson.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson. That is brought in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He pulls it in around the 5. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try and run it here, and it's jumped. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
A gain of 3. It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll go with the sneak.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Deshaun Watson, touchdown Browns. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Third and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll go with Purdy. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down. So Kittle comes in motion. Throwing again is Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, they've got to find a way to connect.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Purdy going to put it up again. Right side, pulled in by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Back to the air is Purdy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Back to the air again is Purdy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On 4th down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Purdy works out of the pistol. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion over Samuel. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down.
rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. Now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
On third and long, Purdy to throw. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. Inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 88 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Moody now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is strong. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The drive starts with a carry by 4. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Here's Watson now on second down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
First and 10. Now Watson keeping this on his own read. Oh, a loose football. The Niners have got it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. On second down, Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. On first and 10, it's Purdy. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Again in the air for Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here's Purdy again. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, this is Strong. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's to the right side and incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
He finds Judy on that one. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And he will score. Game on. Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Man in motion here is Jennings. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That is intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
After playing pretty well the first 3 quarters, found themselves nursing a lead. It's a bad time to get the turnover bug here, Mike. I mean, that's twice now in the fourth quarter. They've turned the ball over, and instead of being in prime position to close this game out, they're fighting for their lives.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Downfield for Njoku. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Yeah, keep them guessing, oh.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tarvarius Ward. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, 49ers. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here's 1st down. Back to throw is Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Watson. Here's a screen set up for 4. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw is Watson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that they're off.
And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Purdy to throw. He's got it at the 3. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, this is Strong. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Niners have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet,
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Punter Mitch Wishnowski ready to do the honors. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. Starting at the 10. And that hit is going to freeze him at this spot. He got stuck right at the 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's off to the races. To the 10. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First play, he's going to throw. Purdy. He fires one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 52 yards. Complete to Christian McCaffrey.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
A big loss on the play. It's now second and goal.
Trying again, following the sack. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Chased out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Daniels. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
2nd and 6 coming up here. First carry now for Austin Eckler. They'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and short, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and short. They're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Brought in right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They still have 5 to go here. Third down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's enough for a 1st down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU. Here's Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Again, Daniels to the air. And he'll move the chains on that play.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Escapes the pocket. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Purdy on 1st down. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Benjamin St-Juste getting up to end that play. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. To throw again, it's Purdy. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. First down throw by Purdy. He's on the move. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun is Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. On first down, here's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They'll throw it again. catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They send the tight end in motion left. Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Returning it from the 4. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now it's Purdy. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mike Sandler still makes the play. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Complete. It's McLaurin. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy.